So I've kind of noticed something recently. I still don't know what to do with my hands. Like, I mean, I talk with my hands all the time, but it's like I'm sitting at a desk, so it's hard to see how I would naturally move my hands in a conversation. I don't want to squeeze them up like this to get in the frame, so I can't scooch back and do it because, like, you see more of my big ass, and I don't want that. So I guess we'll just stay like this for now. So I got another album review for everybody today, and it's of the new Eric Church album called Mr. Misunderstood. Oh man, Eric Church. My ex-girlfriend actually got me into Eric Church, and this man has brought many romantic memories. I'm just gonna leave it at that. So I'm just gonna go ahead and get really honest with you guys with this album. My dog's scratching at the door. I don't know if you guys can hear that, but I can. And you're bothering me! Also, it's raining, so if you guys hear, like, rain, it's because it is. Eastern Tennessee weather is just one of those things that you just kind of have to not be ready for it because it's going to turn on you like a supervillain. But not only is it just raining, it's like really hard rain. That's not fun. Anyway, so this album from Eric Church is definitely not as good as his last album. I'm going to be brutally honest. I really enjoyed The Outsiders. I don't know how many of you guys have heard that album, but if you haven't heard the album, you need to check it out. It's a fantastic album. He did a very good job with it. I feel like this one's more of a country ballad album, and that's not my thing, but apparently a lot of other people like it, so that's great. I'm just giving my personal thoughts about this album, so get used to it. I thought that this album was definitely not as good as the last album. It's good in parts. Like, there are certain songs that are good, and certain songs that do actually make the album tolerable, but the rest of it's just kind of like, it's just more country bullcrap. So if you guys have seen my Chris Stapleton album review, then you know that I'm not a huge fan of country music to begin with. I think it's slow, it's repetitive, and it's boring. This album bored me so bad. When I was listening to it, I literally thought I was hiking Everest. Like, I was like, can we please be done? Can we please be done? I don't want to go anymore. I don't want to do this no more. But I made it through it. I listened to the album, and I can breathe now. Now, the song Mr. Misunderstood is the only single he's released so far from this album. And ironically, it's the very first song on the album. I've noticed that a lot of stars are doing that lately. Like, their first single is the first song on the album. But Mr. Misunderstood is kind of like, it confuses you. It starts off, it's like a country ballad, and it kind of gets going. It's slow. It's acoustic guitar, and you know, he's singing along with it and all that stuff. And then it kicks into like this upbeat, up-tempo, you know, contemporary country song. And I'll admit, I actually enjoyed Mr. Misunderstood, the song. Now, is the rest of the album good? Well, let's get into that. The rest of the album's just the same old country music. Boring. I will say, okay, now my top 3 most tolerable songs are as follows. Round Here Buzz, Knives in New Orleans, and Mr. Misunderstood. Those were the 3 most tolerable ones that I could bear to listen to, and actually made the album a little bit more enjoyable than what I figured it was going to be. Now, Eric Church is a great artist. He is a great artist, and he does what he does pretty well, I'm not gonna lie. It's just, I feel like he kind of missed his mark on this album. Like, I feel like he could have done a lot better on the album than what he did. I know a lot of people will probably say,
oh, you're just saying that because you don't like country music.
What did I just say a minute ago? I loved his last album, The Outsiders. So I don't hate Eric Church. I just feel like with this album, he missed his mark entirely. Like, he hit the last... Let me explain. His last album, I feel like, showcased his talent a lot better than what this album did. I feel like he's better in the more southern rock aspect of the country genre than what he is with the full-blown country, if that makes any sense. So if I had to give a rating, I guess my rating would be a 2 out of 5. This album bored me to listen to. I already said that, but I'm going to say it again. And Eric, you missed your mark on this one, dude. Again, this is just my opinion. If you guys love the album, that's great. You keep listening to the album. I'm not saying you shouldn't if you already enjoy it. It's just, for me, I'm just not a huge fan. So if you guys like this video, and if you like what I have to say about this album, then please do me a big favor. Hit that subscribe button down below. Give me another album to review. I want to hear from you all what you want me to review, and I'll do it. I'll take any requests. So I hope you guys enjoy this video. I love all of you guys, and I'll see you all in the next video. Yes, Justin Bieber has released a new album. It's called Purpose. Purpose. It's kind of something he's never really had.